what's up everybody? Me and Lante are here, and we are going to show you some details on how to finish the X choke. Remember this, the more effective you get your X chokes to produce and deliver submissions for you, the more effective you are going to be to set up arm bars from the mount. Whenever you mount your partner or your opponent, it should be game over. It should be either choke or arm bar. But it's their choice. That's the thing you got to remember, because it all depends on where their hands go. Because if they are going to be saving their neck, they're exposing the arm bar. If they're going to be defending the arm bar, they're leaving their neck open. And it's up to you to help them decide what is going to be the way that they're going to tap. So we are going to show you some key details on how to apply effective X chokes from the mount, and number two, how to set up arm bars as a result. All right, guys, here we go. So I got Lante mounted, and he's defending his neck. He has the mummy defense. It's very difficult to get my right hand inside his collar. I'm gonna go below his arms right here. I'm gonna open up his lapel, and he keeps his arms in, and I'm gonna kind of create tension, pull it, and my right hand is gonna slide up underneath. Under, under, under. From here, I'm gonna apply pressure on the sternum. He defends, and from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put my head down, and it's the crown of my head, not my forehead. My elbow comes in, and my left hand rolls his head away as there's a space for me to grip his shoulder. My forearms come together, and here's the key detail. My left shoulder needs to roll and drop on his face as my elbows begin to pick his shoulder blades off the mat. Your head goes to the top arm. So if my left hand is palm down, I'm going over my bottom hand, which is palm up, my head goes to the top arm, and my left shoulder goes to the face. His elbows are protecting. Slide it through, come up and apply pressure. He's relieving that pressure there. Yes, my head drops. My left hand comes through. I open up his head, so I roll it from here. Roll my left shoulder on his face. You see, notice how I'm rolling his head. My head down, knees wide, as I begin to lift him up. And we finish the choke. All right, my hand went in the collar right here, and I'm staying low, okay? As I apply pressure onto his sternum, okay, he's going to probably use his hands to relieve the pressure off his sternum, okay? This is why my head, crown of my head, drops down right about at 1 o'clock. My left hand rolls his head away so that I can grab his shoulder as my forearms come together, and my left shoulder, if you notice, rolls his head, okay? From here, I'm gonna widen my knees so my hips drop as I pick his shoulder blades off the mat. Protecting right here, all right? And he's protecting here, yes. I can kind of open up, and my left hand will go under, okay? From here again, the same thing, as I begin to stretch, and same thing, right shoulder on the face, and finish. He's doing the mummy, the right hand, slid right through here, came in through here, grabbed it. And if you grab before your head goes down, what you can do is your elbows come together, and I'm gonna stretch out here. And again, the left shoulder drops, and I pick his shoulder blades up off the mat. Your right hand, as it feeds, and you grab the collar. Once you begin to apply pressure, okay, they are defending the arm. But if he's gonna be thinking, well, you know, I don't wanna defend this arm because I keep getting choked, he may have one hand on my elbow, and the other hand is gonna be kind of defending right about here because he doesn't wanna give up the choke, okay? So from here, what happens is that I can always slide my left knee forward here, okay, and push his arm across as my right foot gets into a nice S mount right here, okay? My right arm is still in a good position right here, okay? What I'm gonna do is my free hand, okay, this being my left, is going to cup his far elbow because I already have control underneath of his near arm. My free hand cups the far elbow. As I sit and put my weight all the way on him, my right leg stiffens here. Take my left foot, scoop it over, okay? And now I'm gonna take my leg up just so you can see. My right hand, let's go. Grab my collar. His hands are still defending, which is fine. I replace the leg just so that you guys can see what's going on. My left foot is gonna be scooping right here, and my left hand, okay, I'll move my knee out of the way. My left hand cups his far elbow as I begin to pull everything back, okay? And his hand starts releasing as my left hand begins to scoop like a cheese grater and finish that arm. I got into the arm lock position here. I'm controlling his far elbow. If you notice, my hand is still in the collar. As I remove it, slide it through and grab my own collar right here. My left hand is taking this frame because he's staying tight and he wants to keep it with right angles. That's the frame that holds the structure right here. I have to take my hand and I lean back, so I apply pressure and my free hand pulls. As I pull it out, oh, it popped out. Free hand, the wrist, shoulder, and finish. As my right hand slides up in his collar, if I apply the right type of pressure, it's gonna trigger a reaction in the person on the bottom, okay? So here, he's holding here. I'm gonna take my left free hand and I'm gonna push his elbow up and across as my shoulder moves offline, and I'm gonna drive my bicep shoulder into back of his elbow. Lante, can you move your right elbow back? It's very, very tight. From here, I'm gonna roll him on his side as my left knee slides in for the S mount. Behind his head, my hand cups his forearm and my foot gets into a nice tight S mount right here. My right hand reaches deep, grabs my own collar here. Okay. As I wait, it's on him, hooks that head, okay? And I keep pulling and pulling here, and he's not able to defend his arm effectively because I am pulling his elbows together. Try to grab your hands together, very difficult, okay? And there's no defense there. As the hand cheese grates and finish. All right, guys, ladies, we gave you a lot of details. How to finish the X-choke palm up, how to finish the X-choke palm down, even how to set up very tight and effective arm bars. Remember, the free hand has to control the far arm when you are finishing the arm bars. As a result, it's gonna be their choice. When you mount, it's gonna be their choice. Whether you're gonna choke him or whether you're gonna finish the arm bar. Remember, they will choose for you. The more effectively you can make your X-chokes work for you, the more effectively you're gonna now be able to set up arm bars. Because when you go for the arm bar, you'll have a choke. When you go for the choke, you have an arm bar. Or maybe you go for the choke, you get the choke, you get the arm, get the arm. All right? You also have some key details of how to set up the arm bars. Because remember, it is gonna be your opponent's, your partner's choice, how you finish them from on top. Right? So, having said that, thank you very much, Lante, for helping me out. Carlos Machado, Jitsu Mid-Cities, Professor Greg here, and we will keep bringing you as much content as possible.